Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares, for your support of this channel. Thank you to those of you that have become members, but most of all, thank you for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, wishing everyone a very happy hump day, as well as happy 1st of October. Yes, we have reached my favorite month of the year. I absolutely love this season. It is a beautiful day outside, but the colors are starting to happen. And I also think it brings a nice balance to some of the energy that we are experiencing globally, as well as maybe domestically in our environments, providing a little bit of peace, right? A little bit of calm in amongst all of the general disturbances, I guess, called life, featured in life, right? But we're going to check into the current energies to see what the 1st of October has to offer the collective, and to share any advice or information from Spirit for our greatest good as we look forward into the next 31 days of this brand new month. So I have already said my prayers and asked for a blessing for this reading and on the cards. Spirit, what messages would you like to share with the collective at this time? What is it that the collective should know for their highest good? Oh, wow. The very first card that is asked to be shown is the Queen of Cups. We have water energy coming in right away. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So male or female, okay. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing the 7 of Wands. There's a Queen of Cups trying to stand her ground. She's defending herself. Surrounding a home, I'm looking at the 4 of Wands, okay? But this Queen of Cups, again, male or female, she's coming in as someone who's in her feels right now. This is someone, I kind of asked the question to Spirit in my head. She is not coming in as higher vibrational. This is someone who is in their feels. This is someone who feels the need to protect their home, to protect their environment, and also to protect the stability. What more should we know about, this Queen of Cups? We've got a distorted Queen of Wands coming into the picture here. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is the other woman right away. Okay. So, as you know, gender is fluid, collective, and you only take what resonates. But it is a continuation of the energies that have been coming through for the last few months. This is part of that divorce separation that's taking place between your person of interest or person from the past with their karmic co-partner, because this distorted Queen of Cups is trying to stand her ground surrounding his or her home. Again, gender is fluid. I did feel the need to say that. So there could be a masculine out there that is living out this Queen of Cups energy when it comes to protecting. I'm also hearing preserving their home, and it is surrounding another woman. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands again coming in distorted on her side, fire energy. Let's see if we can learn. Whoa, okay, the cards are going a little bit nuts in my hand surrounding this energy. What should we know about this distorted Queen of Wands? Who is she? We got the 4 of Pentacles. This is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is someone who is trying to hold on to power. Now, with the 4 of Pentacles, one could assume that it's to do with money, okay? But I'm not feeling this just in terms of money. This is just someone who doesn't want to let go. I'm hearing this is someone who doesn't want to let go of something good. Okay, collective, this energy does feel very specific. So again, please know what your story is and don't try to make anything fit. But this almost feels like the War of the Roses energy, but with the two competing females. And when I say this, when I'm looking over at this distorted Queen of Cups, this energy feels as if they're coming in as like the wife slash the mother, as the feminine energy. Again, gender is fluid, but in terms of this energy, this reading today, I feel that this is the matriarch, or maybe the primary feminine energy that's involved in this situationship. And if you have been flowing with these readings, we know that there has been a lot of three-party situations, relationships that your past person or person of interest and or their karmic co-partner, as well as a group, were indulging in. And we do know that there has been an issue with money because of this breakup, because of this separation, but there is an energy here that doesn't want to let go. And this energy that doesn't want to let go is coming in as the other woman, this distorted Queen of Wands who feels completely stuck. And I feel that what this energy is stuck on is, yes, losing access. This is so freaky. Losing access to whatever it is this Queen of Cups is trying to hold on to within a distorted Four of Wands to Seven of Wands. But I'm sensing more power. I'm sensing this is about control. This is about status. Thank you, Spirit. This is about clout. Because upright for a Queen of Wands, she's sexy, she's charismatic. If she can be a wild thing, right? But she's also supposed to come in as a woman that's in control. And part of that sexiness, part of that charisma is what allows her to be so creative, is what gives her the ability to manifest. It's coming in on its side. This is someone who was completely misusing their gifts, but they were misusing their gifts in order to gain. And I'm going to be honest with you, this feels like a three-party situationship that has gone pear-shaped. And it's weird, when the Four of Pentacles dropped on the table, it actually turned upside down. And they asked me to pay attention to that. So maybe at the time of this reading, this distorted Queen of Wands, who's battling with a distorted Queen of Cups, who's trying to protect her home, I'm hearing her assets, whatever it is she feels that she has within these four walls, I definitely feel this is about a home. She's trying to protect it from this Queen of Wands energy. And again, looking at the Four of Pentacles, I feel that possessiveness, that holding on, belongs to both of these distorted queens. Whoa. It belongs to both of these distorted queens. Again, I'm hearing, seeing, this is like the War of the Roses, but it's between the supposed woman of the house, whomever this matriarch, this dominant feminine energy is supposed to be, with someone who is trying to take her place, right? There is a distorted feminine who's coming in as the other woman. Again, gender is fluid, who does not want to give up whatever monetary, there it is, whatever monetary gains she was achieving by being associated with this distorted Queen of Cups within this distorted Four of Wands, that again, this distorted Queen of Cups is trying to defend, is trying to protect, but I do feel, looking at the six staves that are coming at her, she's also trying to defend herself. And I'm looking back at this distorted Queen of Wands, it is because of her relationship. There it is. This is messy. It's because of her relationship towards this distorted feminine. So these could have been two, I'm just going to say, two karmic friends that were working together. I heard plotting together. And I'm going to say this, they were potentially sleeping together. Looking again at the distorted Queen of Wands energy to the distorted Queen of Cups. Please only take what resonates, because someone doesn't want to let go. We've got two distorted feminine energies, one fighting for control of her environment, of her home, and I keep hearing that word again, of her assets. And we've got a distorted Queen of Wands that is like, no, I'm not going anywhere, looking at this Four of Pentacles. And it is, again, mainly due to finances. Four of Pentacles to the Four of Wands, because I feel whomever this distorted Queen of Wands is, again, there was some type of status, maybe some type of monetary kickback in being involved with this distorted Queen of Cups. But again, today, that's gone pear-shaped. That has gone pear-shaped for these individuals. Looking at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Wands. More fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. I wanted to say Aquarius for some reason. That might be for someone. But the Knight of Wands is also my card of one night stands. It's asked to come in alongside the distorted Queen of Wands. And then we have the Strength card. More fire energy, Leo energy. So maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. Maybe you are a fire sign. Again, doesn't have to be. It is all about the energetic characteristics, right, of the individual or of yourself or the situation. But someone is struggling because of someone's reckless actions. Knight of Wands energy to the Strength card. And they drew me right back again to this distorted Queen of Cups, to a very distorted Queen of Wands, because these two feminine energies did not get what they wanted. There it is. Again, these could have been two friends, two family members. I am getting the energy of two potential lovers. So this definitely could be involving a same-sex relationship that turned into a situationship really quickly, particularly if it was part of a three-party situation. Again, looking at the Four of Wands to the Seven of Wands, because this distorted Queen of Cups, she's protecting herself. She's trying to protect her home. That's all I keep hearing. This is someone who is all about her assets. And someone coming in as the Queen of Cups, I would normally equate that energy to the mother, to the wife, to someone who has children. So this might be another reason why she's trying to hold on to her environment and prevent this secondary distorted feminine energy from coming in and taking right over. But looking at this, I feel that's already too late. Knight of Wands to the Four of Pentacles to the Strength card. Because there's a battle that's going on between these two feminines. The distorted Queen of Wands wants what this distorted Queen of Cups has, and this distorted Queen of Cups is saying, hell no, that's not happening. I'm going to do whatever I have to do in order to protect my home, in order to protect my assets. And I want to say, other than the distorted Queen of Cups energy, there is not another cup on this table. Instead, I'm taking to the Knight of Wands. And I'm looking at both of these distorted energies because these are individuals who acted completely recklessly. They acted without disregard, maybe for themselves, maybe for other people. If this is again part of all those three-party situationships that were happening, that we've been hearing about through all of these readings, they are now both struggling with this again with the Strength card. Because one wants more than the other. And it feels as if this distorted Queen of Cups, she might be trying to push this distorted Queen of Wands out, but this distorted Queen of Wands isn't having it. She's not giving up the Pentacles. She's not giving up the status. She definitely doesn't want to give up what she feels she's gained. Interesting wording, right? What she's gained through this collaboration with this distorted Queen of Cups. So maybe they were even work colleagues, gang collective, however it might resonate for you. But this is truly bizarre energy that's coming forward. Truly bizarre energy, okay? What else should the collective be aware of surrounding these two feminine energies? Look at this. They're both in a Nine of Swords right now. air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They are both freaking out. Because again, this distorted Queen of Cups is already going through a breakup, a separation, or a divorce with either your past person or, whomever it is that you are resonating with as you are listening to this reading. So she's all about protecting what she feels that she's losing. And again, you can refer back to the other readings to understand that part of the story if you feel you resonate with this right now. And this distorted Queen of Wands is also in a Nine of Swords, suffering from anxiety, not sleeping well, because I feel whatever financial, there it is again. Whatever it was that was going on financially between these two women, and I do feel collective, it was surrounding your person of interest or your person from the past. Again, collective, flip the energies however it resonates for you. There is an issue with money. And it could be that whomever this distorted Queen of Wands is was really starting to encroach upon this karmic Queen of Cups home. If they did become lovers, if it was part of a three-party situationship, because again, that is the energy that's coming through, looking at the Knight of Wands to the Strength card, that's also a huge issue. Because I feel this distorted Queen of Wands potentially got used to some type of lifestyle that she wasn't used to having, looking at the Four of Pentacles, which is why she's refusing to go. This is someone that's refusing to leave a very messy relationship or situationship. And again, it's karmic. There's no doubt about it, collective. So again, you only take what resonates for you. You know you can let go of the rest. But this woman, again, it's coming through as a woman, this distorted Queen of Cups, she's standing her ground. She's protecting her assets. She's protecting what's hers. Again, she is coming in low vibrational. So this is also, okay, someone that's being emotionally manipulative. She's being emotionally manipulative. Okay. She's being emotionally manipulative in order to protect her seat, entrusting her seat within her home. And again, they draw me back to the Seven of Wands as I look over at this distorted Queen of Wands. She just wants to hold on to the money, looking at that Nine of Swords to the Four of Pentacles, the prestige. But they are both struggling with their actions. Nine of Wands to the Strength card, because I do feel, collective, that both of these lower vibrational feminine energies have been called out. Particularly looking at that distorted Queen of Cups, if that is the energy that is moving through the separation, the divorce, whatever it is that's occurring right now, because she feels as if she's going up against and or has to do battle with this secondary feminine energy who is refusing to leave. She's refusing to leave. The bottom of the deck, we have the World card, even though the cycle is over. Even though the cycle is over, it's a very, very messy day for these two karmic energies. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding these two karmic women? What should they know? We've got the Moon card, Cancerian energy to the Nine of Swords. So there was a lot of deceitful behavior. And I do feel, collective, it was surrounding you, right? I'm also drawn to the two flowers. See how they're looking at each other, how they're kind of smiling at each other knowingly? So I feel whomever these two karmic feminine energies are, I do feel that you knew them. They could definitely have been your friends or your family members. But I do feel that you did, collective, have a connection to these two women, and they could have operated against you as two friends. I do feel, because it's coming in again, I do feel that they could have become friends with benefits. There's a lot of same-sex energy, frequency coming from these tarot cards today, which is very unusual. I have never experienced that before on this level, but there was something that was going on intimately. Again, only take what resonates between these two distorted feminine energies, because they drew me right back to the Nine of Swords and to the moon energy. And if there wasn't something sexual that they were using to benefit from each other for, then these are two feminine energies that came up against you. They were deceptive towards you. They're suffering anxiety about this because, as you know, all the towers have fallen. Everything has been revealed under the energy of the sun. So we know that whether it's your karmic past person or your person of interest or the group, the community, the friends that went up against you, everything has been put out there for everyone to see. Moon energy to the Nine of Swords. And this is what is causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental distress for these two karmic feminine energies. They have been outed for what they did against you. And there's no doubt about it. One of them, this is interesting. Looking at this distorted Queen of Cups to the moon, one of them could have taken your person. This is for someone. One of them could have taken your person with the help of this distorted Queen of Wands. Okay? One of them could have taken your person with the help of a distorted Queen of Wands. Simply to have, again, that money, that clout. As you know, gender is fluid. I'm just calling out the energy as it's coming in. But it feels very strongly like these are two karmic feminine energies that work together. Nine of Swords to the moon to take what was yours. One of them, I feel, is going through a breakup with your person of interest or your person of the past. And one of them, the second one, back to this distorted Queen of Wands, right? I feel that this distorted Queen of Wands helped facilitate whatever happened to you with that breakup in order to have this distorted Queen of Cups come in to take your place. But I am also feeling very strongly these two feminine energies also got involved with each other. Nine of Swords to the Knight of Wands to the Strength card. And this is why this distorted Queen of Cups is trying to stand her ground and defend herself about it's about not just what took place with your past person, or maybe this is you. Again, you only take what resonates. But what happened with the person that they teamed up with? So these two karmic energies could definitely have deliberately created a three-party situationship with your past person in order to create some type of situation, relationship that would give them some type of financial status, clout, however, again, it might resonate for you. And now that that situationship, that relationship has broken up, we've got two distorted feminine energies who are going at each other. Because one of them, the one that helped facilitate potentially the breakup, the disconnection between you and your person of interest, is about to lose more money. Interesting. And then it's about, and is scared of losing the status, the clout that she has, while she's looking over at this distorted Queen of Cups, whom she worked with quite willingly, Nine of Swords to the Moon card, who's trying to stand her ground, not just against the people, the breakup, and whatever is going on within this insane Four of Wands, but also is working to keep her out now. I hope this makes sense, that this is a lot of energy that is coming up for the 1st of October, because these two women are freaking out right now. Everyone knows what they did to you, collective. This is clear from that reading, because again, we know there are no more towers. The sun has shone a light on everything that these individuals have done, including your past person or person of interest. But it really does seem that it was a collaboration between two feminine energies that came together, again, in order to take what it was that you had, collective. And they obviously succeeded, right? They obviously succeeded, because there is a breakup, a split that is happening today. Because one of those energies is holding on for dear life, trying not to lose this fraudulent fake home environment that they created with your past person, but the karmic feminine that they worked with in order to get into that position in the first place, they're also battling, because this individual doesn't want to give up the cred that came with the backstabbing and the betrayal that they did towards you, so that they could gain from that union. Wow. I really hope I'm explaining this well. It's, honestly, if I didn't read this myself, honestly, some of these things, it feels like it's hard to believe. But then I read your comments and I get your messages, and I'm reminded, no, there are people in the world that still very much act in this way. Because what I'm seeing here, to, I don't know, pull it in Cole's notes, two people that you potentially trusted deeply in your past decided to come up against you to just take what it was that you had. And in doing so, they literally destroyed your life. And fast forward now to present day, not only are they moving through what you went through, 9 of Swords to the Strength card, whatever it was that they took from you, they no longer have. Whatever status, whatever clout, whatever money they thought they would gain, it is not happening whatsoever. The Moon card to the 9 of Swords. And these two karmic feminine energies have been left in a position of having to defend themselves, of having to explain, oh, interesting, to multiple groups of people, 9 of Swords to the 7 of Wands, why it is that they did what they did. Because again, the confusion, looking at the Moon card, again to that 9 of Swords, that it is causing for them, and everyone that they involved in this mess is backfiring on them horribly. I'm going to the wisdom of the Oracle to see if there is any more information or advice that Spirit would like to share about these two karmic feminine energies. My gosh. Is there anything else the collective should know about today's reading? They still see you as blessed, right? So these two energies, particularly if they were family members, particularly if they were your friends as well, and I'm getting that very strongly. I really do feel, for most of you in the collective, you do know who these two energies are. Okay, that's for someone, and again, you only take what resonates, but they still see you as blessed, right? They still see you as someone who is doing well for themselves. The next card that's be shown is the to be fair. And right away, they asked me to put it above the Moon, to the 9 of Swords, to the Queen of Cups, to the distorted Queen of Wands. That's what they're asking for in their current situation. They are trying to be fair. And well, it's not that they're trying to be fair, they're trying to ask people to be fair towards them. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. Because I was like, what? Some of them might be talking to a lawyer. Interesting. Again, particularly looking at this distorted Queen of Cups, if it's part of that separation or that divorce. Some of them are just seeking wisdom. They asked me to put it alongside the Moon. But looking at the next card, the Treasure Island, the message in the bottle, I feel it's more connected again to money, right? There is an issue with money. There is some type of message I feel that both of these feminine energies are waiting on, which is why, again, everything for them right now is in an uproar. Why this distorted Queen of Cups is trying to protect whatever foundation she feels that she has left within whatever, again, home environment that she's trying to protect, trying to defend with this 7 of Wands energy. And again, they keep bringing me back to this distorted Queen of Wands. someone whose spirit is saying was working with this distorted Queen of Cups at some time because they got what they wanted in terms of you, in terms of your person of interest. But now that everything has gone pear-shaped and they are both, wow, they are both on the verge of losing everything. This is what these karmic feminine energies are dealing with today. And I'm going to say this, collective, they still blame you. They do still blame you. They draw me right to that blessed card. So it feels that no matter what these two individuals did to you or tried to do to you, the fact that you are still being seen in your treasure island, that you are still being seen as blessed, I'm going to say this, it is causing them more anxiety and pain, 9 of Swords to the Moon, than what they are currently experiencing right now within their own environments. Because your blessings have become their curse. They did things deliberately to you under that moon energy to the 9 of Swords in order to take what it was that you had. And then when they got it, I don't know, man, I think I said this a few readings ago, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. It wasn't greener at all. And whomever these two karmic feminine energies are, right, that once came together to work against you, collective, the kicker is today, as part of this reading, they are now actively working against each other. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I think that's a good place to stop the reading. I really hope this reading resonated for you today. And if it didn't, thank you for listening until the end. And please feel free to let the reading go. I am always sending you all the love and all the light, and thanking you again to the subscribers, to the members, for your support of this channel, for your support of these messages. Sending all the love and light. Be good to yourselves and also to each other. Be well, everyone. I'll see you again soon.